Welcome to another At-Lodge Auteur vinyl review. Today I'm going to be going over Knxwledge 1988. And this album kind of came out of nowhere for me, but it's very welcome. We're all waiting for that new No Worries album. I mean, that first No Worries album is just a classic. If you guys haven't heard of that, I'll just shout that out real quick. Yeah, Knxwledge and Anderson .Paak. And that's probably most people's exposure to Knxwledge. But he probably has the most prolific lo-fi YouTube channel of anyone. He just is every day uploading a different lo-fi beat. And this album is special simply because I feel like he kind of took his normal minimalistic beat approach, and instead of producing it for rappers or kind of making lo-fi, he really made like a Flying Lotus LA Mad Lib type of album here. We have something special here. I mean, just don't be afraid. Starting out is just an incredible. He flipped the vocals to create a new song. That's Jay Dilla right there. From the first song, it was reminiscent of Jay Dilla, and when you know when it sounds like some new Dilla shit in 2021, it's a fire album. I think this was actually 2020, but mastered by Jake Viator. Yeah. Just a great album. I love the different samples from radios, raps and shit. His Meek Mill tapes are fire. The Meek Mill tapes are a great example of you only regret the ones you don't buy, because I was going to buy all of those. I love his Meek Mill remixes. And Anthony Fantano shouted them out on his channel, and now they're all $300, so that's kind of unfortunate. But you snooze, you lose. I'm glad I have this one, though. I think this is a purple vinyl. But yeah, we're all looking forward to that new No Worries project. He did that one show, and then the Silk Sonic shit happened, which kind of all made us a little afraid that this No Worries project would never come. But Anderson .Paak has always delivered. He still released Malibu, even though he made that album with Dre, and some people might not have done that. So yeah, 1988. I feel like that's a reference to the Flying Lotus tape 1983, but I haven't heard Knxwledge say anything about that, so that's unconfirmed. Yeah, just beautiful. He is an auteur producer. His style is uniquely his own. I can immediately tell when it's a Knxwledge beat, and I could only say that for people like DJ Premier, Hit Boy, Flying Lotus, Madlib, Alchemist, maybe Conductor. Those are some of the only producers where once I hear that beat, I know that's a Knxwledge beat. And his style is really additive. He's not limiting himself by keeping within this groove. My favorite songs are definitely I Ain't Gangster All the Time, and It Don't Gotta Be, and It Can Be So Nice. That one has Anderson .Paak on it. But yeah, he has a lot of albums. Like I said, he's prolific, but this one's just something special. It stands above the other ones. His production just makes me feel like he's a tricky one too, because when I put his music on playlists, sometimes I don't vibe if I'm listening to normal boom bap or something and one of his tracks come on. I really like to listen to Knxwledge, sitting down and listening to the whole album, because it's that song that he did with Anderson .Paak, Droogs, which is she don't got the spark, she don't really love me unless we're on drugs. That one's so fire. But I have to be in the mood for that. It's like his warp that he puts on things. It really works if it's built up. You gotta just listen to his music for a little while and then get in the groove, because once you lock into his groove, it's incredible. It's like floating. Just absolutely incredible. I mean, he knows what he's doing. It's completely unique, and I'm glad he got the exposure of working with someone like Anderson .Paak. I hope it's funny, because Anderson .Paak has already done so many Tiny Desks, but I hope they bring him back with Knxwledge just so they can do No Worries on the Tiny Desk. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for more from Knxwledge. I really wish Meek Mill didn't slap the copyright on Knxwledge, because wouldn't it be so awesome if Meek Mill and Knxwledge came together and worked on an original tape? Why are these rappers so out of touch with these producers? I never understood that. Who else would I love to see work with Knxwledge? I know it's random, but I'd love to see what, like, if Steve Lacy and Knxwledge were in the same studio together, I'd love to see what that would sound like. I'd really like to see Joyce Rice and Knxwledge make an album together. Oh my god, a Joyce Rice Knxwledge album? Whoo, that's giving me goosebumps just thinking about that. Joyce Rice is fire, 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 fire. That Joyce Rice West Side Gun track, that Joyce Rice Freddie Gibbs track. Go check out Joyce Rice too. But yeah, Knxwledge has some R&B vibes. He always makes me feel good. Great smoking music. He just has a chill vibe, and just can't shout him out enough. 1988, go check it out. I'd give this probably 8 out of 10. This one's special.